Hi, in this video we're going to take a look at the Isaak song Wicked Game using Tonebridge guitar app to get the sound for this one. So check that out. Got a pedal exactly for that song, worth checking out to get that lovely eerie 1950s tone. So the song itself is based around B minor, A, E. So if you just wanted to strum this one, we'd have B minor, A to E, and again B minor, A to E, and it really goes round in a repetitive cycle. It's a repeated chord progression. The actual song itself starts off, and it's an excellent example of playing over a chord progression really, and it starts off with this. I've seen it tabbed out in different ways. I've chosen, instead of playing on the 4th fret of the G and bending the 5th of B up, which is another way of doing it. But I'm using the open B, using the trem to come down and then sliding into the 7th there. Then from the 7th I want to slide out back into the open, and then do that open B back into the 7th again. We then have this little rake to the 5th fret of B, 3rd, 2nd, open. Then we have that little 4th fret of D to the 2nd fret of the G, to the 2nd fret of D to the 1st fret of G, which forms that E chord. So we then move to this phrase. We come again to this part in the song when it comes to the guitar solo. So we have really from the B minor chord, 2nd fret of high E, 3rd fret of B, open E, 3rd fret of B to the 2nd, open to the 4th of G, open B, then 2nd fret of G, 2nd fret of D to the 1st fret of G. So we have that. First, 2nd, 3rd. You could even leave the open B in there, which gives a nice sound. So we then move to this. Using the 4th fret of the D for an F sharp note, 2nd fret of high E, 3rd fret of B to the 4th fret of D again. So open E, 3rd to 2nd on the B, 4th fret of G, and again open B, 2nd fret of G, 2nd fret of D to the 1st fret of G, 1st, 2nd, 4th again. So our intro is So as we said, when we come to our verse and chorus, it's going to be that B minor A to E chord progression. Sometimes the way the chords are formed are different throughout, but this is the basic idea. I'll put a link in the description if you want to really get down to brass tacks and nail everything exactly. Not everybody's interested in performing identical replicas, but if you are. So the first verse, there's obviously B minor's being strummed. In the first verse, there is no backing guitar on the B minor, but when there is, we just play form 3rd fret of the B, 4th fret of G, which is like a partial B minor chord. When A is being played, we have the 7th fret of the D and the 6th frets of G with the open B and open E. And sometimes we hear that like jangly type of guitar which you can fool around with in the E, 6th fret of the D, 4th fret of G, and the open B and E strings. And again, sometimes you take an arpeggio through that before. So we're going from that B minor before moving to, so I'll do that again, which we came to before, 4th fret of the D to the 2nd fret of G, 2nd to D, 1st of the G. So we have that. Second time we do it, we're going to do the same B minor, A, E, but then we're going to go 2nd fret of the D, and then 1st, 2nd, 4th on G. And we're going to repeat that whole thing again. So what to watch out for there is B minor, A, E, B minor, A, and then on E, and then that is repeated again for the verse. The chorus, we're going to play on the B minor, 7th fret of, no, 9th fret of the D, 7th fret of the G, and still again the open B and E strings to that A, that little section again, on the chorus. So that's our chorus. We then, when it comes to the guitar solo, it's really what we played for our intro and our verse and chorus stay the same. So as always, short lesson. I've put a link in the description to the full guitar tab for this one. So I hope that helps you be able to play Chris Isaak's Wicked Game.